Is this thing on? Welcome everyone. This is Kid and Petter coming to you live from the other side of my mom's basement. I'm currently staring at a laptop, and I'm joined by four of my closest internet friends: Seafreeze, Gate Angelo, Destiny Please Work, and Silent, aka Calgary's finest. We are here today to preview the 7th season of TCR, both Golden and Platinum class, and we're going to have a bit of a Donnybrook. So my first question is, how are you guys doing today?
Yo, what's up? Doing good.
I just wanted to preface this by saying that I actually do not like Kitten Petter. I am not one of his closest internet friends.
He made everything up.
Yeah, I have to object.
He's the reason my wife left me. So.
Jesus.
Okay.
It goes both ways.
He goes, alright.
Anyways, you guys want to start with the Golden class preview? Because quite frankly, I'm gunning for a championship. And I'm gunning for Gate Angelo.
Hey.
I'm gonna take him out multiple times this year. Like he almost took me out in Hungary last year.
He was just hungry for some kitten.
Oh. I'm not Asian. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Getting the
Alright, Seafreeze, you are the lead commentator for Golden Class. How do you feel about this upcoming season?
I feel, I don't know. There's not much. There's a lot of new guys. I'm not too sure how they're gonna go. But yeah, I'm questionable. I'll say that. I'm definitely questionable.
I think the only constant that we know is that MRX is going to crash out at least half the races.
I agree.
Yeah, I can get on board with
Is it MRX or is Theft or Coleman the new spinner?
Ooh, that's a hard one. You know?
That is a hard one, but hey, if you're willing to spin each and every week, you have to take the blame. You have to.
If we're going for the spin master, I'm gonna say MRX, then Coleman.
Then Coleman.
Then Theft.
I'd have it the other way around. I'd do Theft, Coleman, MRX, but
all right.
I think the problem is every time that we were focused on Coleman, he spun. So
yeah, I mean he likes his camera time.
he likes the camera time. He's pretty in pink, but he also.
But he just spins.
But he's also not.
I'm looking at the top 5 practice times from Golden this year, or in our most previous week-long practice session, which you guys can check out on Seafreeze.
On Seafreeze on Trinity Competitor Racing YouTube channel.
That's right.
There you go.
Hey, why do we have a voice channel for the podcast, but no, we're not in there?
Because Jones is our producer, and he's at a bar right now. So,
alright, let me run down the teams first, just so we kind of know what we got going here. Mercedes, J-Lug and MRX in the Mercedes. Jones and XP in the Ferraris. Red Bull of Tico and Gordo. Renault is Gate Angelo and Norton. What up, Gate?
I am here, and we're going
Haas,
for the championship. That's all I know.
Haas is Spirit and Airborne. I think Sauber is Giggle and TD Maestro. Toros is Darkest Crime and Fatal. Force India is Theft Clues and McLaren. Williams is Ultimate Gamers and Coleman. And McLaren, the team that really nobody even likes, is Kitten and William.
Whoa. Hey. Everyone likes me. Everyone likes Yam because he's quiet. And
Wait,
you know,
I thought his name was Gartholomew.
Bartholomew.
No, he has, like, he doesn't want people to think he has a terrible internet connection because he's Brazilian. So he just uses like an American flag, and he wants people to call him William.
Oh,
His name's
nice.
actually Guilherme. He's from Brasilia.
Brasilia.
Brasilia. Nice.
Brasilia, Brazil. Yes, of course.
Oh.
Now, there are a lot of new names. One of the guys that I was impressed with, I don't know if you guys raced with him in both sessions actually, was probably J-Lug. I feel like he had pretty good pace every time he went out there. He's with Williams, I believe, and
Mercedes.
same thing. Williams just a step.
Teal. It's teal.
It's aquamarine. No, but no, he was putting in some pretty good times, I think.
I think.
I think.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good. I was impressed with TD Maestro. I think he has what it takes as far as the new guys. I mean, he's technically not new. He was supposed to do last season. He did a couple in Superclass stuff previous, but I think making his full return, hopefully I think he has the speed out of the new guys.
You know, I think who I'm gonna go. I think Gate Angelo has it. You know, like in that 2-year anniversary race, he was running like 7th until he crashed. That's the making of a Golden Class champion.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna say Darkness is gonna get it. I really do, but I think there's gonna be a fight between Darkness and Gate.
As far as the championship.
Yes, as far as the championship.
I'm going with
That
my
is what
boy
we're
that I
talking
crashed in freaking Germany. Gordo's gonna be right up there with all of us for this
Gordo.
championship.
Okay.
That's
I have-
for me.
Yeah, I'm not picking Kitten, but I
It's
just
a commentator.
yeah. Once you go in the booth, your career's over. Let me tell you.
Jesus.
Let me tell you. So, Gade, you're off the list. Kitten, you're off the list. Silent, you too. I count for that. But I think I think Jones is probably the most improved from throughout last season, and I think he has what it takes this season. I know Darkest is quick. He's inconsistent. He hasn't really done much league racing in F1, so there's still a lot to learn. He only did a couple reserves
I would
last
have won
year.
at Bahrain if it wasn't for Darkest. Just saying.
Let's stop talking about the if factor.
But I think Jones will get it. I think he's consistent enough, and I think he's going to surpass Kitten and everybody. So, I think Jones.
Oh, wow.
I think
calling
Jones.
out Kitten?
I'm not saying Kitten. I think you have what it takes, but you need.
Do I have what it takes? It doesn't sound like it.
I
Okay.
think you're in the ballpark.
All right,
Right,
this is what I was thinking about when I was picking the top 3. Kitten finished 7th, which is basically Golden Class 1.5. He's the champion of Golden Class 1.5, but Darkness has only had like 4 or 5 races, and he's 8th.
True.
And he
Oh
finished
my
in 8th.
god, dude!
So,
He took you out in Singapore. I would have had a good race there too.
oh yeah, no, you're right. But I'm trying to distance myself from that trauma.
Yeah, but if you take the 6,
Okay,
if you take the top
my
6,
rival is Darkest Prime.
Yeah.
if you take the top 6 that were in there last year, and they're all moving up, Kitten is now gonna be getting better finishes, hopefully, because the 6 people he was versing, he doesn't have to deal with those 6. They're out of there. He's
Exactly.
now the front line.
Yeah.
It's beautifully into because personally.
And the wall.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
Oh damn.
I mean, I gotta say, like, 2 of my races kind of got screwed over by him last, like 15 or something. So I'm not gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be too harsh. Hopefully, he knows it's all in good fun.
I've got a-
People out question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll take.
I've got a Rod Kitten on there as well in terms of most consistent.
Yeah, I think
Three-way
the
battle.
top people in the top, towards the front, they're all gonna be rivals. If you have a shot to win, you're gonna have a,
That's true. That's
rival.
true.
I definitely, I mean, the thing that I'm most excited about, if I may speak for myself, heading into the season is that Silent and Rad. I have a pretty good relationship with them. We're basically cousins because we're both in McLaren this year. And I don't know if you know where I'm from, but down here we have pretty good relationships with our cousins. So, so we got an open door policy. It's just basically like a big old family reunion at the MTC, and I was working on that one all day. But
you just waited to bring it out.
Yeah, I've been biting my tongue for the past 5 minutes. But no, like the thing with Silent and Rad last year was they really had a different strategy from everyone else the entire season, and for the most part it worked out. And so that's something that Guillermo and I can glean off of, because I know Guillermo missed a lot of races last year, but I think he's pretty quick. I've done plenty of lobbies with him.
You there?
Yeah.
His mic was just.
My controller died. Did I just talk to myself for like 5 minutes?
Like
No,
10 seconds or less, but yes.
Okay. Well, then we can just carry on with the conversation.
Well, I think the rivals, I don't know. It's kind of hard to picture these new guys in next season. I don't really know.
Situation already.
Yeah, I don't really know where they kind of place, and with 6 people gone next year, the top 6, it's not even like just 6 people, it's the top 6 leaving, moving up. It's like, where is Golden's, like, where does everybody go, but I think Fatal and Jones. I think those two are pretty similar in pace. And I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Jones and Fatal.
All right. All right. Well, now that we're done with that, let's head over to what do you think the top 3 will be in the championship? And to add on to that, do you have any crazy predictions?
Kit and Petter will not win a race next season.
I like it.
That's not necessarily crazy of a prediction.
Because it's probably gonna happen anyway, but
Crazy prediction.
I almost.
I'm gonna have to go with this. I'm gonna have to go crazy prediction. MRX winning a race.
Winning a race.
He's gonna win a
Winning that
race.
race.
He's gonna win a race. MRX is gonna do it for his people back at home, Barbados. I think he's gonna. Firstly, he's been in here since season 1. I'm sorry, MRX, but if we give Brennan,
come on.
We say a lot about Brennan.
Can get top 5.
But you have not
Brianna
scored a
on
podium yet, MRX.
Brennan's got infinitely more podiums than MRX.
Yeah, so MRX, you gotta show up. But I think Wilder's prediction, I'd have to go MRX winning a race.
I would go
Sound
go with me pulling another Danny Rick towards the end of the season.
And retiring every race.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, you are in the Renault,
think,
so you kind of left Red Bull behind in your Renault, so you kind of are Danny Rick in a sense.
So
Sally,
I
fill me
think. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that it's funny because I just noticed that Fatal just commented, and he's like, "Oh, no love for Fatal, but don't worry, Fatal, I got you." I think.
Fatal, if you're watching, I apologize that I gave you a Dominican flag. I was simply drunk, and I was trying to make everything seem more cultured.
Jeez.
Fair enough. But I think that while you have maybe the top 3 that I predicted, the Kitten, Gade, and Darkest, they'll fight it out, and maybe we'll have a crash. And I think Fatal's gonna pick up the pieces.
So he's gonna win a race.
I think he is.
So that's the wildest
Fatal
prediction.
do that in Mexico.
So that's your wildest prediction.
I mean, I think there's
it's
gonna
not
be a
wild
crazy
because
fight.
I crashed on the last lap of Baku, so
Well, I don't think anybody's gonna pull a Sean and not use two different types of tires.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Get
I'm
roasted.
gonna give a top three. I didn't do a top three yet. I think Jones is gonna win the championship. We're gonna have Darkest in second, and I'm gonna give third to we're gonna go Giggle. We're gonna
The
go Giggle.
Gigmeister.
We'll go Giggle. That's my predictions.
I'll say Gate Angelo's gonna win the championship. Definitely not because he's in the party with me. I'll say Darkest Crime finishes in a close second, going down to the second to last race, where Gate Angelo closes out the championship with 26 points. And
Are we allowing
Number-
traction control?
and Jones, third place.
Okay. Anyone else need a prediction? Top three? Kitten?
Well, my crazy prediction is if you see somebody wash up on the banks of the Mississippi River in the next couple days, it's probably going to be me. Because this is extremely depressing that no one has faith in me, and I'm basically just useless. I'm here. I'm just a mouthpiece for TCR at this point.
I'll do my top three now. I would take Jones winning the championship over me going into the last race by 1 point. Like
Wow.
by 1 point. And then I'll give it to you, Kitten. Kitten, you're good. I'll give
No,
you
I
the
don't
third
want
spot.
sympathy. It's too late. Too late for sympathy now.
I'll still give you the third spot.
Hey, you just gotta prove us wrong. That's all you have to do.
You're like
I mean, you are consistent. We're not. You're just yeah.
consistently. So.
You're kind of there. You're there.
Midfield.
We'll see how it goes next season. Don't worry.
We find out Wednesday.
We
I
do
can't
this
swim.
this Wednesday. China. We'll see how you do.
8:30 Eastern time.
Whatever.
There you
whatever.
go.
Okay, let's go back. All right, let me regain my composure. As quite frankly, I'm just absolutely in the gutter right now.
So
Platinum
who do
class.
you have winning the championship? Getting
Who do
better?
I have?
I think that's the real question.
I'm trying to be. I'm
Objective.
trying to be. I'm Joe Buck over here. I'm trying to just split the lines evenly. Joe Buck, shout out. His steakhouse recently closed in my town. But also, I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna win a couple races. I actually do believe that. But
So you're
Am I
like
gonna win
Charles
the
Clerk
championship?
now.
I don't know. I would probably say, consistency-wise, I think Jones has been really quick. So I would probably say Jones has a pretty fair shot. I would say Darkest does too, and I think Giggle does too, but
Eagle does do.
Giggles does do. That's another
He
rivalry.
does that cat litter.
You guys smell that? But but no, okay. If I had to give it to one person in general, that I'm most worried about, I would probably say TD Maestro.
Really? You're gonna put him all the way up?
Wow.
Wait, as far as
hump.
what? What'd you put him as? I missed that.
I didn't. As
You didn't really
as
say
a
a position. You just kind of.
As most surprised,
because I don't know, like I don't know who, like I don't know how fast he is, but you've been saying that he's really fast. I've
I
never
think
been in
so.
a test session with him. I've never raced against him. I think I might have done 5 lappers with him last year, but he might be. I mean, like I'm worried about that. Like I don't understand. Like I'm pretty confident going into the season. Obviously, I mean I finished 7th out of 1.5.
25 drivers because of the reserves.
Yeah, in the first 6, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I mean, I am feeling somewhat confident. But there is a lot of unknown with the amount of drivers that are new to TCR.
yes.
So I would say, and I think TD Maestro probably is the one that I'm most worried about. Even though I gave J Lug some nice words. I've never talked to him. I don't know where he's from.
All right, fair enough. What about constructor?
Constructor, McLaren all the way, 500%.
Yeah, boy.
Biased.
Yeah.
That was biased. See, I'm humble, so I'm not gonna be like.
If I had to give it to one team that's not my team, I would probably go with Jones and XP, just because like they're both quick drivers, and XP did decent in the races he did race at, but he had a lot of problems too. Jones has just been really quick, and that they'll get a lot of points, and like, because a lot of these, especially the teams with rookies, they don't know, like we don't know what they're gonna do. It's like they could get a lot of points, they could not, and it's like if only one person's getting all the points, it's not gonna work. But I think those two can get points every. I think those two could get points every race, like good points, like top 5, almost every race.
I am interested in seeing what Toro Rosso, is that how you say it? You're Italian, say it.
Todos. That's how I say it.
Yeah.
Leave out the O. I think Darkus and Fatal. I'll agree with you.
I think so too.
No, Spirits and Haas. You got Darkest and Fatal. They're in the Todos.
I was saying Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
My
Fatal
control.
Crown.
I need to turn it on.
Darkest and Fatal. I think Darkest is really quick and Fatal not too far behind. I think those guys are going to show almost every week, and that's another thing. You have to show, and I think they will do it. Also, Giggle and Maestro, if they show, they have a good shot, and I'll even put Gade and Norton on the Renault. I think those two also have a shot. Other strong contenders like Tico and Gordo, I don't think they're going to show every race. I think they're going to miss a couple. Same with William. And
Williams or Guillermo's fine now. He broke the control.
I'm gonna analyze this to a complete T. So, if my memory serves me correct, I think that the champion of the drivers had his team has gone on to win the Constructors Championship every single TCR season. So if I have Gade Angelo as the drivers champion, then I can only say that Renault has to be the Constructors Champion.
Then I'm gonna have to be the next ZX.
But you're false in that statement, though, Destiny. But I like the effort.
Destiny is putting his entire reputation on the line now.
No, I think twice the constructor has won without the champion. It was season 2 and season 5. It was me and Craze in the Haas and NR1, and season 5 was me and Talon the Ferrari. We won, and Sean won the drivers.
I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna keep it with Toro Rosso.
Toros, I think that's the favorite.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying before my controller rudely died. We should get into Platinum sooner or later.
Yeah, let's just do one more thing. Best race this upcoming season. I'd like to see for the Golden.
Well, as long as Monica's
Hands
not on
down
the calendar.
Singapore. Hands down Singapore.
Singapore is an electric factory. A lot of people don't like it. I'm a big fan of Singapore.
Same, I agree.
Baku.
Baku was, I mean, that was more of like a national disaster.
That for Platinum, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that's where Talon broke my back. I'm still trying to recover from that very dangerous maneuver.
The last season, Baku for Golden was top-notch racing in the top 10.
See, I don't think it's going to be Baku this season because I think Singapore is the 6th race and Baku's the 8th or 9th. By that time, everybody's going to know each other.
I mean, to be honest, and not to make fun of mental problems, but we all have PTSD after last year.
Mosh pit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baku. Freaking Baku. My new cousin at McLaren, Brad, he took me out and as a result, I took out Jones as well. And then
Just-
the next day, everyone
Took
crashing.
everyone out.
Yeah, it was a terrible thing to commentate on. You could tell whenever the emergency crews were heading over to Seafreeze's Ferrari that you know things weren't good.
It was
He
a
wasn't-
grim sight.
Yeah, they
He
had to
wasn't-
cut the
he-
halo out to get me out.
Ban the Halo.
Not that-
Ban the Halo.
They had to get the halo out. I'm broken back from Talon.
Check the radio volume.
I'd have to go with France as the best race. I think last season was it's still a new track for everyone. At least, well, especially last season. But this year, I think people are gonna like it again. It was very close last season, and
I enjoyed it. I
think
would
that one's
say
a
I
good
did
one.
too.
Brad had a great.
It was close. It was
that
close
that
throughout
was
the
a
whole.
very good driver.
It was close throughout the whole pack till like that first stint was over, and then it started spreading out.
Yeah. But like the top 6, I believe, Rad won the first one in Golden, the France race, and everyone else was not too far behind. It was a very close race throughout.
Yeah, I
but
think I finished like 8th in that race, and I finished only like 10 seconds behind Rad.
yeah. So I think France will be another good one.
I think Spirit got about 24 seconds worth of penalties there too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Kept cutting corners.
But at some point, okay, we have to switch to platinum class, guys.
Yeah.
This is the most important class. This is what everyone cares about, except for me.
And me. I'm just kidding. I gotta commentate some of these races, so it'll be okay.
All right.
Yeah, once you hit the
So-
booth, I'm telling you, that's it.
Yeah, it is. Top 5 practice times, Seafreeze, do you have them on hand?
No?
I've got him.
I don't even.
I do.
You got them? I don't
got
have them.
Practice though.
I got both.
Alright, go ahead.
This is
Yeah,
where we
for
put
which
the
practice?
elevator move again.
Well, do the journey. I don't know.
Sean in first place with a 111.672. Destiny Please Work in
Okay.
second place with a 111.677. Silent AK third. Kev Berkey fourth, and Swarner fifth. Top 5.
All in
practice
Germany.
times.
Impressive.
Wow.
Now, I have a lot more thoughts about platinum class because I'm watching it. I'm commentating on it. I'm close friends on the internet with everyone involved in it, aside from
Except for me.
Yeah, not you. Ian Psycho saying his accent's really thick. But but who, okay, so who do you think? See, Freeze. I'm going to pose this question. Who do
Okay.
you think is going to win the championship?
Championship.
Give me your top 3.
Top
Because I
3.
have a very clear idea on how this is going to go.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna have to put first time rookie in the league.
You're not gonna give ZX.
No. Who said
I
that?
was gonna go with G Joe.
I'm gonna go with G. Joe Breezy, and you know why? Because he's quick. I'm gonna put him first. I think everyone else is just gonna topple over each other and get in each other's way. I think he's gonna move and just kind of squeeze the by. I think he's gonna win it. So yeah, I'd go with Breezy. I'm gonna go Destiny second. Because
Sorry,
I'm sure he'll have at least one disconnection.
At
Third.
least one. I give him at least 3.
And third, I'm gonna go. You have to put Goto. He's just way too consistent. So if he's not in your top 3, I don't know what's happening, but
Are you on
he has
drugs?
to be. Yeah, he's got to be in the top 3. But yeah, I think there's many drivers capable of winning it. It's just getting it all together, and you have to start this week, Thursday, China. You have, if you want to win the championship, you have to, from race 1
You have to
to
win China.
15, you have to get going. You
consistent.
can't wait. You can't wait. So those are my predictions.
Pretty good predictions. I will start my top 3 with Roll winning the championship this season.
Right.
The leader of the Stinch family, Roll.
Just
I'll give
betrayed me,
Go-To
Gabe.
second this season, and I'll give Swarner third. Swarner was really quick in Golden, and I think that'll transfer over to Platinum, and he'll get. I'll give him two race wins and 3 or 4 podiums.
Is
Wow.
that because you guys
Do you-
accents on the family?
I'm just saying, looks like somebody does not watch the Platinum class. I'm sorry to say, Gabe, but I will send you the link this Thursday and see where
It
Swarner
says
is.
finished and it says finished in for Roll. I thought you were talking about Roll. Never mind.
No, well, I don't know. I just don't personally think Swarner will be up there.
I've got
that is a rivalry here. We are currently in the TCR drivers lounge. We're making side bets because Swarner said he's going to beat Sifu's while we were playing a game of Battlefield a couple of days ago, and Sifu's objected, and he is still he's a little salty about it. Sifu's, care to discuss?
I'm just saying that I don't see it. I don't see Swarner. You know, especially if you look, he was explaining to me how his audio worked. First of all, he has a one earpiece. So already, I think he can't win with that. One
I do
earpiece.
too, and I'm hosting this thing, so.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, Swarner.
You know what? I got money on Swarner's Sifu's.
I think he's good. I'm not taking anything off him. I'm just think I'm better. That's all. Me and Talon, we're doing our own thing on in the Toros, and yeah, I think we'll surpass him.
Fine, whatever. Destiny. What do you say?
I'm gonna say that this good-looking fellow named I think Sean. He's gonna crash out a bunch, quit, disconnect, whatever. He's gonna do whatever. He's gonna choke, come in last place sometimes. But I think he's gonna come in third. I'm going backwards on this one. All right.
I like it.
So he's gonna get third in the championship. I think go-to guy, as Seafree said, being consistent, he's going to get second. And I'm gonna agree with Seafreeze that G. Joe Breezy is gonna get first because I don't feel like putting myself in the top 3 because I feel like that'd be bad.
Well, yeah, you should.
That'd be
Fair.
biased.
That's a sign of humility.
Yeah,
Tom,
exactly.
was that yours as well?
No. Actually, mine was a little bit different. I thought go-to guy was actually gonna get a double. I think he's gonna win.
Back to back.
I think he's gonna win back to back. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna say followed by Destiny, followed by Frost.
Wow.
Bruce Hacker.
Frost.
Yep.
The hacker.
I think Frost is gonna learn quite a lot from go-to, and by the end, I think he's gonna be able to pull out a third.
That is
I've
very
been putting a
surprising.
lot of time and effort into this thought process, and
What, 5 minutes?
yes, since I started talking about this, and I think number one, and I'm not saying this because he's here, and he actually hates me, but I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna tip Destiny for the championship.
Oh, I'm flossing right now, boys.
Second place, I'm gonna say go-to guy. I think it's gonna be close. But Destiny, what was it? How many races did you do last year? You showed up and you went on pole in
3.
It was nuts. And
And then the lights didn't go out.
that's your fault. But third place, I got another upset. I've been talking mad things about a certain driver to the Platinum class elite, the globalists. ZX. I think ZX is gonna.
Really? Top 3?
I do.
You know,
I think ZX
let me jump in here. I think that if you look at the practice times, I just haven't seen him
I'm
anywhere
not worried
really.
about practice.
And yes, it
Practice
is
is
practice
practice.
times. It is practice, but I think if anyone is going to be in the top 3 in from the golden class moving up, I think I'm going to have to go with Silent. He was
Yes!
consistently, and
That was
you're
my-
not
that
in
was
my
my
top
most-
3, so don't get all
That was my
excited. But if
comment.
I had
Joe.
to, I'd
It's
put
not
you.
the
Let's get this
finish, like,
clear.
top of the
Let's get this
We
clear.
don't know, but ZX could
But-
be practicing for Thursday right now.
Hey, it could happen. And you're stuck here in a podcast, all of us, so we're not doing.
Yeah, we're not
But-
we're not practicing
No,
right now.
I say that because Silent. First of all, he's on the wheels. ZX is not. Silent. His times were close to Talon, and Talon is up towards the front, and you're on the wheels. So I think those combinations make it where you are. I think
Alright.
making the switch. You made a good switch to the wheel, and you have a lot of experience, a lot of league racing experience. You said you've been league racing for how long?
Since 2012.
Yeah, so you have
Oh my God.
experience, and I think that goes a
Yeah.
long way. I think
lot.
experience
Nerd.
goes over anything, and I think
You always have to check the radio volume.
you're proving yourself. I think you just have to kind of, get with the program and do it. Yeah, and I think I think so.
I feel like I've told this to Silent himself, but Calgary's finest, of course. There's not a whole lot of fine things that come out of Calgary. I understand. From St. Louis. His pace was honestly like pretty shocking to me.
Yes.
All three.
Yeah.
No, you were killing it, Silent.
Thanks a lot, man. It's nice to finally have the wheel do what I tell it to do. So getting used to it, it's taken a while, but we're getting there.
Yeah, my
I'll be
wheels.
on the wheel next season, probably.
My wheel's stubborn, so I don't get the same results.
I'll be on the wheel next season because I'm still not used to no traction with it yet. So I'm just gonna go with the pad for another season.
Fair enough.
Constructor. Let's move to constructor. I think. Did everyone get a champion out? Did everyone get a champion out?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got one.
Yes.
I
Kitten,
would
did you get one?
say-
I think Destiny got second
Yeah, you
place in
yeah
everyone.
you did one.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know. Except for yours.
No, I said Destiny. I thought I said that. Oh, I said go-to guy. Never mind. I
Yeah,
told
I'm
you.
number 1 in your
All right,
heart.
let's
I
just.
got
So I
you.
said Breezy. Kitten, who'd you say? You said go. Who'd you
Me?
say?
You.
Kitten.
Me?
Who'd you say is champion?
Destiny.
Destiny. Who'd you pick?
Breezy.
Silent. You went with go to right?
Go to.
And Gade.
I went with roll.
That might be. Hey, let's skip to most
That's
shocking
what I was
event
there,
to
too.
happen. Craziest predictions. I'll put that under there. Does that qualify? Roll as the
Big
champ?
diagram.
No, he is quick, but I don't know. I think he gets himself in a
It
lot of
says finished
incidents.
second in Platinum Season 6.
True,
He did.
he did.
Yes,
He's quick.
Did.
I mean,
That
like,
is-
technically
that
he
is-
did. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like Sean spun like 8 times. But
All right,
He did.
so let's move to constructor. Let me do the teams real quick because I don't know if everybody knows who's watching.
Yeah, would have been.
Probably not.
Sauber is go-to and Frost Hacker. Go-to and Frost Hacker at Sauber. Roll and Be Good at Renault. Psycho and ZX at Mercedes. Damaso and Breezy at Red Bull. Silent and Rad at McLaren. Myself and Talon at Tododos. Xander and W in the Force Indias. Keb Berge, the Soyo Choi himself, and Hopred and the new improved William Boys, and then Ferraris of Sean and Swarner, that
Revised.
edited version, and Destiny and Downtown edited version of Haas. So
The stripper butt napkin.
They're gonna be called the stripper has team.
so there you have it. So those are the teams.
all right. I'll go first, just because.
Reasons.
Yeah, for reasons. I would say Red Bull. Even though I didn't pick Gijo Breezy to finish in the top 3, I think he's definitely going to finish like at least like
Like
fourth
top
or fifth.
5.
Yeah, yeah, and I think Damaso.
He's
I don't
got
know,
a decent he's got a fast teammate.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Damaso's really good at tires too. So, I would put those two together. I would say that's fine. I mean, that's as good as you can get in platinum. I would also say Sean and Swarner is pretty solid as well.
So
As long as
don't
Sean
mean to
doesn't.
interrupt or anything, but I know it's like 9:15 at night, but I am actually going to go eat. So I'm just gonna say, Talon Seafreeze are gonna win this construction championship because why not? And yeah, so
Bye.
All right,
Thank you
well,
for joining
so
us, Destiny.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the Sauber team would go to and Frost to win it, just because Frost was quick last season, finished 3rd in the drivers. I think it'll translate some races, and Go-To's just gonna be good old Go-To, just going win, podium win. It's just gonna be
Don't forget
I got the Saubers.
I've gotta agree with you. I honestly, personally, I think Frost is, in my personal opinion, I think Frost is the best driver from Golden.
Oh,
So
really?
I think he's actually going to almost round out what Go-To guy does, and he's going to be pretty close. So I think it's going to be that team that's going to get.
What's also gonna help them is that Go-To's gonna like enforce the style of winning around Frost too.
Yeah,
It's a
he'll definitely be
culture.
a good influence.
Yeah, he's a good teammate to have, for sure. Kitten, you went already? Is it me? Am I up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Already won.
I'd be lying if I didn't choose myself.
Yourself.
I'm gonna have to go. I think I have a lot to prove this season.
Objectivity.
Just don't break your pedals again, and then
I
you'll be fine.
I have a lot to prove this season. My last season was not the best, but I think me and Talon are in it to win it. I think we had a lot of success in the past, and we have a new scenery in the Toro Rosso garage. So both on Fanatec wheels. I think we both have a very similar driving style. We work together. I think we can be there. But if it's not
For luck,
us,
you bought your seat.
if it's not us, it'd be I'm gonna have to go with Sean and Swarner
Okay.
as the team.
So we're all
By the
putting.
way, I hope you know Sean and Swarner aren't on the same team. It's Sean and Destiny and Swarner in downtown.
Oh, that's the yoke.
No,
You
you
should've
got
checked the press release,
no,
Gabe.
you got double yoke,
Oh,
Gabe.
Swarner's with Destiny. I mean, Swarner's in Ferrari.
God dang it, Jones! You
Swarner?
screwed up the
No,
freaking
no, no.
graphic.
No.
Sean dumped Destiny. He was like, dude, I can't stand this Destiny guy.
No,
Can't race with him anymore.
Destiny and Downtown are at Haas. Swarner and Sean are at Ferrari. This was made before the press release came out, so that's why it's not switched. But
Well,
yeah,
the press release had
God dang it, Jones.
is that Sean and Destiny owned. Whatever.
moving on.
Anyways, what are we missing here? Are we missing something? Because
Rivals
Rivals.
would be a good one.
Best
Well,
race for
I mean-
the platinum.
I don't know, probably Rad and everybody else. I mean, you're a kid.
Yeah. I mean, Silent, you're his teammate, so.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's all. I mean, I would say that Rad's was my rival because I was extremely angry after Baku last year. But
yeah.
he quickly apologized and we smoothed the surface. But I mean, I feel like he's really just like hard charging, just in general. He really goes for it.
Yeah, he definitely goes for it. He goes for the gap. That's for sure.
He's a Danny Rick.
Yeah, he is a Danny Rick. Yeah, I agree. He's fast and he'll go for it. He'll lick the stamp and send it any day.
If you no longer go for a gap, you're no longer an
An F1
e-racing-
driver.
Well,
Yeah.
e-
Well, to be honest, like okay, to be honest though, like I do think Rad's incredibly adaptable. Like when we were in France, man, like he came up with the strategy. We did all the tests, and we just adapted on the circuit. So
I
he's got
tried-
it, but I got what you guys are saying.
To be honest, I did Rad's setup, just like in 5-lappers, because he was talking about how good it was, and holy shit, holy crap!
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
Like
Shakers.
we call him the. I know this is a tangent, but we call him the croissant king because honestly, like I can't beat him in France, but he can't beat me in Germany. But unfortunately, I get an unfortunate name for being the king there.
Oh.
Sea Priest, can we go back and
Whoa.
edit some of this?
I wish we could.
Oh, it's live. Oh, it's live.
It is live. We're live.
There's only like 5 people watching it.
I'd have to go with. I think if you look at last season, I'm gonna have to. It's the same thing. I think Roll is probably gonna be rivals with
Everyone.
numerous people, and I think it has to be Roll and Xander, Roll and me, Roll and everybody else. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
As well as Kebbergy and Xander. I think Kebbergy and Xander have a little thing going. Roll and Xander and
That
Roll and me.
was.
We kind of have
Yeah.
a couple rivals with, with that going. And I think
Or
Sean is going to
everybody
have
in the
something in the
mosh
front.
pit.
I think Sean is going to have a rival because he is really aggressive in how he drives. I think he might not know how ZX or G. Joe Breezy or even Destiny, since he hasn't really raced much together. I think those guys, as well as some of the newer golden guys moving up, whoever's towards the front, wherever Sean is, I think he's a little too aggressive and he's going to get himself into trouble. I think he'll start some rivals. I don't know who, because it's hard to kind of say who's going to be there, but yeah, definitely Roll in the mix. I'd put that.
I wonder why. I would say Frost Hacker and ZX, just because like they
That's a
were
good
like
one.
going neck and neck towards the end, like towards the end part of the season, right before ZX clinched the championship. They're gonna be good battles like, between them this year, and I'm pretty sure they hate each other on the track, kind of like Lewis and Nico in real life. It's gonna be kind of like that because they went up through the ranks together in the same series, but not as teammates.
Ooh, I like that.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be.
That's a good
It's
one.
gonna
yeah.
be like.
Well, are we
straight
forgetting
ahead,
about the
no-
W? Because W was in there. The three
Yeah.
Oh,
of us.
W is good, dude. I mean, I feel like we haven't even mentioned him all broadcast, but W's. I mean, he is the cleanest driver in the entire series.
No, I gotta
Like-
disagree with that.
Oh, see, I'm trying to start some
Who are
rivalry.
you gonna disagree with that
I
for,
disagree
though?
with that too.
I-
I think W's
No.
clean, but I disagree.
I don't think he's the
Object.
cleanest driver. That's all. I actually think Frost is cleaner, and I think Damaso is cleaner too.
Yeah, but I like the rivalry of Frost and ZX.
I think I like
like
that.
the rivalry
I'd
of
even go
Sal
the
and
top.
W now.
I'd go the three of them. I think ZX, Frost, and W. I think the three from last season. They had
Yeah.
so many good battles. I mean, every race,
true.
wherever they
Three
started,
abreast on the
they-
straights the whole time.
they would all go back to each other on track. They'd all end up the same spot, and them three were the three winning last season. I think it'll be the same this season with them. Not as far as
Okay.
winning, but wherever
Yeah,
they
I
are,
think-
they're
I
gonna
think
be together.
Frost and ZX is gonna be the bigger one, just because they went up through the ranks together in the same series. It's gonna be like, I mean, W did too, but like, he wasn't like, I mean, he was fighting for it, but like, he was like kind of in the back seat while those two in front were just fighting for it, like
I gotta
the
agree with that,
back end
yeah.
of the season. It's
Alright.
like it's gonna. I think you can add W if you want, but the battle between Frost and ZX is just gonna be so much better.
Yep.
Huh. Okay. I'd also have to put Swarner and myself, just because he's calling me out. Like we said earlier,
Yeah, if
me
you
and
get called out,
and
instant rival.
me and Swarner. And yeah, you would usually say your teammate, but I like my teammate, so I'm still recovering from my back from Baku when he hit me. But other than that, we're good. But those are the rivals. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff, and even new ones that you kind of don't expect. I think can happen. Let's move
Oh, no,
to
Crazy
unless you have something.
predictions.
Craziest predictions and best race. We'll put best race as well. Who wants it?
For best race for Platinum, I would probably have to say either Abu Dhabi or China, the first race of the season. Just because those both tracks are so technical, and like a lot of these platinum class drivers, they like break it down to the science half the time, and it's like they're gonna be tire wear, fuel management, because a lot of people are just gonna run rich right off the start just to get the track position, and then it's gonna be all about strategy because both tracks wear the tires down really hard if you're pushing the whole time, and you're gonna have to manage your tires. It's gonna be close the last couple laps. Those two races, but if I had to give it the best race of the season, I would probably say China, the first race of the season, to be the best one for
Wow.
Platinum.
I'm gonna have to say Japan or Singapore. I think Japan's always really bad on the tires, and nobody really gives it the recognition that it deserves until their ultra softs go off.
Fair enough. I'll jump in. I'm gonna say Austria. Not many people have tire temp issues. The grid is usually very together. I mean, last year it was Sean and GoTo all the way to the end, and
running
then
away with it.
and right literally within DRS until the end, and then GoTo had a problem with Kebre's AI car that wasn't ghosting, and that's what hurt it. But I think it's going to be very close to qualifying and the race as well, and there's going to be so much talent towards the front. Austria will be good. I'd also throw in Germany as well. I think Germany might be a good
Germany's
one as well.
tight and technical too. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
put them
true.
too.
I wanted to say, I think, like, Austria is, I mean, it's a driver's track. You know,
Paradise.
it is, I mean, just see how fast you can go, and maybe you'll win. Like, everyone,
Shortest lap times.
yeah, I mean, you got, like, I mean, we're probably going to be reaching, like, 103s this year, and,
So, I think your mic is doing the scruffy thing again, kitten.
oh, it's not because I have a beard. I need a new mic.
Rubbing up against your
Can you hear
beard.
me now? Can you hear me now? I was about to make some, like, profound statement.
It's still staticky. Oh, better. Nope.
Hello?
No,
Hello?
definitely not.
All right, now crazy. Has everybody done their best race?
Yeah.
I think so.
Crazy predictions.
Most shocking event. Crazy prediction. This is a tough one.
Especially for Platinum.
Yeah.
Shocking prediction. Wow.
Hmm. I think in a couple of races, especially Baku, there'll be more like big crashes that'll cause like a long safety car. Like it'll be like kind of like the mosh pit last year, but not as big, and it'll happen during multiple races.
Okay.
That's my crazy prediction.
Who was it?
Who started
hear
the
me
mosh
now?
pit anyway?
It was
It was a
Jeremiah.
Mercedes.
But
Oh, was it? Okay.
but can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we're all
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. But whoever the pole sitter was, it might have been Frost. I don't want to defame anybody, but in the golden race, someone straight lined uh, the castle section, like the narrow section, and
Oh, fatal.
fatal. It was fatal, and it was a miracle that we all got by that. I think that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
possibility any time.
I remember that. I had just gotten past Fatal on that straight, and then he just straight lined it. I was like, thank God I was not back there.
Yeah, that could
Because
have been
that
dangerous.
caused the safety car, didn't it? Because he was blocking the road.
No, he
Think
went
that-
straight and hit the castle, but there was still enough room for everybody to get by. But he was first or second, and he hit the first lap.
I think I had passed him because I got in a good runoff on turns 1 and 2, and I was up at the second. And then I passed him, and I was leading for a while because I didn't have the strategy because I had to do the softest tire. That's when Frost passed me the first time.
Yeah, that could
Because
have been
I think I had
crazy.
jumped up to second, and then I passed him going towards the castle section. But yeah. So wait, what was your crazy prediction now, Kitten? Someone's gonna straight line the castle section.
Someone straight lines this castle section and takes out a lot.
The whole grid.
Your mic's doing the thing again.
Oh my god.
Potato Mike.
I don't know. It's very hard to do a crazy prediction. I think we know more about these drivers. A lot of these drivers have done multiple seasons with us, so it's kind of more
Yeah.
predictable. Golden is kind of, you throw it up in the air. This one, it
'Cause
has
it's
to be
F2.
something with. I think I wouldn't say it's crazy. I'm just gonna put a prediction. I think I've been racing with Kebbergy, and he really is quick. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of us. I think he has what it takes. He's quicker than Roll. I will say, one lap speed. I think he is quicker than Roll. He just needs the consistency, and he has to stay out of some drama. And I'm gonna put the William boys because they look to be. I mean, if you look at constructors, that the William boys of Kebberg and Hotbread, they look to be the weaker of the teams. But I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna
Just
say
like
they're
Williams
gonna
in
do.
real life.
I'm gonna say they're gonna do good though. I think they're the new and improved William boys.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that.
I think
You know, they'll do good.
I think my crazy prediction is I think this is going to be a little far-fetched, but I think there's going to be a huge crash in Australia.
Say wet race for us.
That's Mike here. A lot of races,
I
but
don't think we had one in Golden.
so I'm gonna put that out on the limb. And-
Austria rained, didn't it?
No,
Okay.
like like because I minutes, but it never rained. It was like it. I think the most we got was a light drizzle during one of the qualifying sessions, or right in the middle of the race, where it didn't matter if like it didn't rain so hard or so much where you needed to put on wet tires. So
Yeah, but I think we got through everything.
final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I think next season is going to be a great season. I think Platinum is going to be the Platinum that it deserves to be. I think there's a lot of great talent in there, and it's going to be a close fight. It's not going to be, a big gap between anything. I think both titles will be very close, and I think it's just going to be a great season. Those are my final thoughts.
Yeah, both classes are going to be really like compact, especially the first couple of races. It's going to be like the standings are going to be really close. But then again, you never know. Someone in both classes just go on a 5-race win streak. It like you really don't know.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable. Anything can alter the championship. First, you have to show
Yeah.
disconnections, DNFs, bad finishes, just getting outright beat. You don't know how it's going to go. So 15 races. The schedule is right here for everybody watching. This Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. EST, is the Golden Class at China, and one day later, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, is the Platinum Class at China. Please join us on the YouTube right here, and we all look forward to next season. Thank you all for watching. I am Seafreeze here with Kit and Petter, alongside Silent and Gate Angelo and Destiny, who left, but
Left.
we'll see you all Wednesday and Thursday for this year's Season 7 of Trinity Competitive Racing. Thank you all.